All right, we are live. Welcome. Sweet. All right, let me bring up my screen. Do this. There we go. Let me know if you guys can see my screen and if you can hear me. Hey, welcome, Islander. There we go. I was muted on Discord. Let me know if you can hear me. For those who are in the chat, let me share my screen because I always forget to do that on Discord as well. Sweet. Mike, you can come on the Discord so you can actually talk unless you want to watch me on YouTube. That's fine too, whatever you prefer. Those in Discord, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Sweet.
And
All
I'm
right.
just seeing the screen, buddy.
We got a good amount of people here. Let's expand my chart. All right, welcome everybody. This is hey, welcome Terrence. This is the Community Trade Recap and Assisting Traders session, January 3rd, 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. Great to be alive. And we're making money by pressing buttons. Love it. For those who are new here, my name is Advent and I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that we go over in today's class or any of my sessions or content is not financial advice. Trading does have its risks, so please do your research before you engage in trading. Essentially, what we do in these sessions is I'll go over my trades, pretty much what I was looking at, what I took, and then I'll go over what you guys took and provide feedback to you guys. You can put your trades in the chat. You can come off mute if you're in the Discord, really whatever you prefer. Hey, Steven, welcome. You as well, Adan. For those on YouTube, we got 1 like and 7 people. I'm gonna need at least 50% participation or I'll hide my screen. All I ask for me to have these free classes that you guys participate. I need 50% participation or I'll hide the screen. So the little thumbs up button, little like button, that's all I ask. I don't want no money, just participation. Thank you, appreciate that. yeah, Kev, I can't stop doing anything because then I got to stop it for you guys too. So it's a happy medium. Hey, of course I've done. Cool. I'm Spanish too, so my accent will come out. I can see your last name. Anyway, let's get started. So I only took 1 trade today for YM on this dirty W trade model, and I'll let you guys know why. Let me actually delete this so this is a little cleaner. So generally, while I do prefer the W's, as you guys know, with the higher low, where's my tool? There we go. I prefer the regular W, which is just a double bottom, with a higher low, and then we reverse back up. As we can see with the version today, we made a lower low, and then we reversed back up. So we came down from market open, retraced a little bit, made a lower low, got some liquidity, and then headed back higher, as we have here. Generally, I don't take the bullish reversal on these unless it's a 3 candle, which we did not get today, as we can see here. It was a 2 down, 2 up. The only reason I took this trade as how I would the W is because it bounced off this broadening formation that we have down here. If this wasn't there, I would not have taken that reversal. Once I got in, for those who were on the live Zoom session this morning, we took our first profit near the center of the W. I took it off at the body instead of the wick, since sometimes it gets sold off and then it never even breaks that. And then my second target was the completed W up here, where the body or the wick is. Granted, unfortunately, before it even hit either this high or this high, price reversed when it touched this shooter candle. So price reversed right here, and I got out from my second contract right there, where this red circle is. That's where I got stopped out of the trade in profit. While I'm still happy that I made money, you know, it ended up going higher because usually it'll reverse a little higher up. So once it reverses, or once it completes the W, or gets close to completing the W, then it would reverse. It reversed a little too early, but it is what it is. I'll take 400 bucks. So from there, I pretty much just got stopped out and I went about my day. That's basically all I took today. I think Carmel, she took this trade, but like in her own way with the Elliott waves and the fibs, which shout out to you. You pretty much got what I wanted, but hey, there's always next week. You guys have any questions on that? On the trade that I took? For those on YouTube or those on Discord?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yep.
You see how you said you only took the trade because they reversed off of BF?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that candle without the BF like kind of indicate that the bulls kind of fought back on the bears?
Oh, 100%.
Considering okay.
Yeah, we have this huge wick right here. So even without it, you could have taken the reversal if you wanted. Again, I just want the best possible setups and the best possible trades, and taking the reversal off a lower low isn't what I would prefer to take it as, like the W as we normally would, right?
Got you.
Yep. Because if it prints a lower low like this, I'll just be looking for it to turn into the ICT 2022 model, which brings the lower low, completes the W, it comes back down and retests the 61 or the 62 fib, and then it continues higher, which it printed my retracement model off the 50 fib, as we can see right here when we were talking live earlier, when it bounced perfectly off the 50 and it kept on going higher. Granted, I would want the 50 fib to be a little higher up here, but, you know, can't be perfect all the time.
Got you. Thank you.
Kev, you took the W on YM? You said you took it early. Where did you take it early? Did you take it on RTY or something else, or was it YM? Where did you get stopped out at? Because the only entry was right here at 10:25 or 11:25 your time, I think it is, or 9:25 your time rather. Did you like try to front run it and like buy long before it even reversed?
Hold on, I'm checking my notes. Give me 1 sec.
Do you think? For those on YouTube, you can put whatever trades you took in the chat. Just let me know when you got in, what time you got in, and when you got out, and if it was a win or loss. And then I'll check the ticker. And the ticker, of course, so I can review it.
I have another question.
Yep.
You could answer Kev's first, whatever. But couldn't you also look at a W as like a H before it even becomes a W, like a bear CTO?
Yeah, that's pretty much what the W is. So the idea is The reason I'm even taking the reversal is because the H didn't complete. Because what we know about bearish TTOs is that it should not reverse back to the upside. It's just once it reverses back down, it's just, so this is a perfect example. What happened today? We have the move down from open. We get the retracement back up. It prints a 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, completes the H. That's a successful H trade or bearish TTO right there. A valid bearish TTO or H pattern should not reverse back to the upside ever. It should continue heading down. And the W is just a failed H like this. So if what I would do, you kind of have to be like really quick, and you might need some practice with doing this. If I'm in a bearish TTO, let's say I get in on the reversal back down. If I see price reverse, I'm going to get out immediately and I'm going to buy instead. So I can make some money off the short on the bearish TTO, and then I get on the long for the W. That way you can catch both sides, because a bearish TTO or even a bullish TTO should never reverse, right? Bullish TTO pulls back, keeps on heading higher. If it reverses, that might turn into an M or a double top and head back down, as we've seen sometimes when the bullish TTOs don't pan out.
Got to be fast with that though.
Yeah, you have to be like on point. If you trade futures, it's a lot easier, because for options, you got to like go into the long contract and then get out of your short one. Whereas for futures, I just get out of it and then just buy and call it a day. Keep it simple. Let's look at the one RTY that you took, Mike. Not RTY2. Yeah, so the one on RTY today was better, right? We had the low from market open, as we can see here. We have the low that prints, and then we have the retracement back up off that doji. It goes back down, reverses to the downside, makes a higher low. Hey, Brown, welcome. You're learning to stay off the 1 minute. Shout out to you. I haven't looked at the 1 minute in who knows how long. That thing gives me a migraine. So with RTY, it printed the preferred W that I would have taken. So we have the low of day, retracing back up, comes back down, does not complete the H. We have a higher low right here. And then take the reversal back up. Hits the W right here and completes the W up here. So if
But the entry would be above that candle right there.
Yep,
that candle wick right there.
Yep, the 2 down, 2 up. So at the first target, you would hit 4.7 points, which is about $235 if you got the regular mini. And then the completed was 7.9, which is about $395 bucks. So the one on RTY was better, in my opinion. I don't really like this part that happened at the beginning of the day, but nonetheless, higher low W. Do I ever trade the 15-minute orb? Never. I only trade the 15-minute orb. I haven't done enough research on the 5-minute to make it viable. The 15-minute orb, the way I trade it, has a 85 to about 90% win rate. Also, Brown, I'm going to let you know what me and my student came up with for the orb. It's really, really nice. Tomorrow in the chart and chill class. Cool. Let's see. Wyatt took an ES long. Let's go to ES. Kia, your mic. Oh, never mind. You got it. All right. Wyatt took a long on ES at 5986.25. Yeah, tomorrow, Brown. I'll try to keep it short because we only have an hour, because I have a session with a student at 12 o'clock. So I'll keep my portion like 5 minutes long and just keep it there. I already have screenshots with data, so it'll be easier. Would love to hear about your 15-minute orb if you get a chance. Unfortunately, I cannot talk about that because me and my student came up with it together. And if you want access to that specific setup, you can definitely join my group. You get a 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, you can cancel and go about your day. But I do not talk about that publicly because my student paid for time with me, and it wouldn't be fair for me to give it for free when he and others paid for it. So you're welcome to join the group for free, 7-day free trial. If you don't really care for it to stay there long term and you just want to get the information for the orb, you're more than welcome to steal it and go about your business. Cool, moving on. Also, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the class. Let's stay on topic of the class today, which is community trade recap, not asking about setups that I or other people take. If you want to share your trade, I'll give you feedback on that. But anything that goes into like coaching territory or teaching territory, this is not what this class is. We have the Trader Circle every second Sunday of the month that's free, and the Let's Learn with Advent series, that's the third Sunday of the month for free as well. That's on the YouTube channel. So you can ask questions there that I'll give you guys answers on, but not in classes like these, that it's like a specific topic. Anyway, let's go back to ES. So Wyatt got in at 598625. Let's get the long tool. 59. Oh, you got it all the way over here. 598625. So here, at what time? 12:02 Mountain Time. Mountain Time is 2 hours behind from Eastern, if I recall correctly. So that's 2 o'clock, 2:02 my time, which will pretty much be around here. All right, let's zoom in here. Got out at 5995. 5995. Where was your stop loss, Wyatt, on this specific trade? Also, great win. I had my stop at the body of the 1 up candle that printed before. So the body of the 1. Very nice. 3.89 risk reward, 8, almost 9 points with a risk of 2.25. Very nice. That was a beautiful one with 5 contracts. How much was that? 35 ticks. Let's do some math because I'm lazy. All right, 35 ticks times 12.50 times 5, $2,187.50 in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. In 35 minutes, made $2,187. Fantastic, sir. Beautiful trade. What was the idea behind it? Was it a strat trade? Which I don't think it was because there's no strat trigger here. What time frame did you take the trade on? A dirty TTO on the 5-minute. All right, so some feedback for you. And you said, oh, whoops, I was in the wrong place. This was actually up here. So just so I'm a little clear, did it trigger and then you got in? Because if you got in this as a strat trade, it would have been like this. So you would have gotten in as soon as this candle broke this high. Did you get in while this candle was live, or did it trigger and then you just had a buy sitting down here? How exactly did you get into this trade? Gotcha. So if you got in, unless there was just a typo in your message where you said 5986, it might have been 598725, which would make sense with the strat entry. Probably a typo. Otherwise, still a fantastic trade, 7.5 points. I'll definitely take it. First target was the break of this, and then wherever else you wanted to get out at. Still a fantastic trade. Yeah, it's definitely a TTL, so great job on spotting it. I see what you mean by the dirty TTL because it did trigger up on this hammer. It went 2 up and then it went 3 down. So whoever went long on this red hammer, they got stopped out, and then it gave you another setup to get in on. Then target the high, and then really just take it as much as you want until it reverses on you or what have you. Good eye. Well done. Really good trade. Let's see. Kia, I'm gonna look at BT's trade and then I'll look at yours next. All right, MES. Well, we're already on ES, and you want me to go over MES BT, so pretty much the same chart, just different. It's the mini. So you got in at 9:33. Let's delete this so we can check the second trade. 9:30 Central. That's 1 hour behind from Eastern, if I recall correctly. It's been a long day. Bear with me. 9:33. 595375. 595375. So you got in on this 3 candle, and then you exited at 65. Yeah, basically the center. Actually, no. You got out when the W completed. 65.25, which is a little bit. 65. All right, so that's when you got out. Where was your stop loss? So we can all see it. You remember where you had your stop loss at? Was it like 50% of the 2 candle or 50% of the 3 candle? Bottom of the 2? Got it. So pretty much right here. 1 to 35 risk reward. Very nice. I'll take it. What was the idea behind the trade? Bottom of the 2 body. So almost a 2-to-1 risk reward. Very nice. I already know what the idea was. I just want to, if you can briefly share. Was it just like a potential W that you looked at? Sweet. Yeah, definitely a good trade. I'm not sure if you have your broader information set up, but we pretty much kept on bouncing off this daily broader information multiple times all day. So you could have even taken this as a regular broader information reversal. The only thing that I don't like about this trade, I wouldn't consider it a W because of this first leg, like this. This one like this. And then went up. That's weird. I would not take that at all, personally. Now, if it just had like this red part and came down, then I would prefer that, right? But yeah, nonetheless, still a solid trade on the three up. Your stop loss is an interesting spot to put it, which kind of matches up with the 50% level of the 3 candle. So I won't even knock you on that. I'll probably do the same thing in a similar area. You took profit at the first target, which is the center of the W. That's fantastic work. Definitely a good one. 11 points. My goal was 10 points when I used to trade ES. So you hit that in one trade in 30 minutes. Good stuff. Also, small note, I was talking to BT yesterday, and instead of using the term stop loss to kind of like put a positive spin on it, he used the term protective stop, which is interesting. So whoever wants to use that, protective stop instead of stop loss. All right. Kia got in at SPY. Kia on the 5 minute, what time frame? Probably the 5 minute, looking at this candle the way I see it right now. 5 minute, yep. So pretty much very close to the same setup that you took, BT. She got in right here. Kia's like master holding trades super long and getting crazy percentages. Today was what? 300% trade? 400% trade? If I recall correctly. Got out at 2:40 p.m. So 2:40. got out at the reversal. Nice. Got out right there. 400%. Shout out to you. Beautiful work. On options for those wondering. So I actually forgot to do this for the other trades, but she got in here. Let me actually make a template for this. Entry dot. And then let's go to the exit. Let's turn that red. Let's bring that red. Somebody's mic is hot. Let's change the pixels because that's a little thick. And I'll leave it like that for now. Save this template. Exit dot. Cool. So she pretty much got in all the way down here and then exited basically near the high of day. Fantastic job. What kept you in the trade that long? Were you looking at a higher time frame or what exactly when you left that runner? Welcome, Terrence. Look, she was looking at the 1 hour. Ah, nice. So basically, she got in on the 5 minute and then she held the trade all day because the 1 hour never reversed and it never gave her a reversal signal. So she maximized on this contract. Now, it looks like when the candle turned into a failed 2 up, that's when she got out, which is great because we can see on what happened today, we kept on printing 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and they were all green. It never reversed, right? And if price is still bullish, you have zero reason to get out of the trade. Beautiful. Fantastic work. Yep. Full time frame continuity. Per se. I know Brown's going to give me stuff about saying that when the year's new, but for the most part, we're bullish for the day, Brown. So let me live. For those who don't know, Brown Strat King is one of my strat mentors. Great guy. He taught me a bunch and still continues to do so. Very appreciative of him. For those on YouTube, I guess nobody else took trades today. No other trades that you want me to look at? Now's the time if you want proper feedback so I can help you improve. So put it in the chat, or people that are on YouTube, you can put your trade in the chat or come off mute and talk. And we'll check some other trades out. Thank you, Brown. Appreciate that. What trade did you take? Investment process? Put it in the chat. Just let me know what ticker you got, what time you got in, the price you got in at as well, when you got out, and the price you got out. That way I can follow better on the chart with you guys. Take your time. In the meantime, if anybody else has... Oh, I forgot that the voting ended. So because I hit 3,000 subscribers, also thank you guys. I appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the views. Every single one is appreciated. Thank you guys a lot. For me hitting 3,000 subscribers and you guys helping me to get here, I put a vote out for, where is this? I'm actually curious to hear about it tomorrow, Brown, if you're inclined to share. I put a vote out. Where was it? No, that wasn't that. There we go. So I put a vote for what you guys wanted me to have, like the next class. The voting won for the in-depth playbook guide. So I'm pretty much going to be going over my exact process, how I discover my setups, how I collect all the data, how I organize everything so we can take the best possible setups, whatever that may be for you. But I'll pretty much give you my exact process for that. I'll let you guys know when the time comes for it. I'll like send emails out and I'll put, like messages on the YouTube channel in the community section when it's time. If you guys do want to, well, you can send me your email if you want, and I'll send like a mass email out to everybody when the class is going to happen. But I'll also post it on YouTube for those who can't attend. So thank you guys again. Also, if you do want to join my group, let's wait for other trades to be posted. You get a free trial for 7 days if you want to try us out, see if we're a good fit for you, so we can support you in your trading journey. You can cancel at any time. If you don't like the group and don't like what we have, you can definitely cancel and you don't get charged anything. If you do like it, $25 a month. Nothing crazy. All right, let's go back to the chart. All right, let's see. Let me actually put this in the chat because people are probably going to ask me, why does it always do that? Interesting. There we go. Cool. So link is in the chat if you want to check out my group. SPY, IWM, actually, whoops, let me look at investments trade on ES. You got to sell on the 1 minute. Let me switch to the 1 minute. Yeah, I haven't been on the 1 minute in who knows how long. I feel dirty. I'm back in the ghetto. Better than Omari's 30-second chart, I'll tell you that. All right, let's check this out. Let's get rid of this. All right, you got in on the 1 minute at 9:45. 5961. 5961. Let me come up here a little bit. 5961. Oh, pretty much even. 5961 even. And then you got out at 5948.75. 48.75, which is over here. Where was your stop loss? Was it high of day? Behind that candle. So high of day, which is pretty much over here. Oh, very nice. You're pretty much aiming for, looks like this body / this wick area. Very nice. 12 points and change, 4.5 and change stop loss. Good risk to reward. Was this a strat trade, like an ICT trade, or what exactly did you see here? What's the strategy that you use? I scalp. A strat trade. All right. Let's check this out. So the only thing that I'm confused about, unless you average down, if it was a strat trade, you would be getting in on this 2 down right here. So 5959.75. If you traded the strat when it broke that level, like this candle broke this low, unless you added to your position and then you averaged up a little bit, which would make sense on this pullback if it even did pull back. Looks like it just opened up here and just got killed. So strat trade, I'm not sure where you entered in on, because the strat entry is under that 2 candle after the doji, and that doesn't match up with your entry price. Still a great trade nonetheless. With 3 contracts, it's about $1,500 right there, assuming you didn't scale out. Still, that's more than $750 in 3 minutes. Beautiful. How did you feel during the trade? Were you confident? Were you nervous? Was it like clockwork every other day? Same business in and out? 1162. Well done. 3 minutes. $1,100. Can't beat that. Unless you're Bill Gates and you make like $50,000 every minute. But we won't talk about that. Good stuff. SPY, IWM, and QQQ did the exact same thing today. I struggle trading more than 1 ticker at a time. Hey, great job, investment. That's really all it is. Take your setup, let it play out, and go about your business, win or lose. Good stuff. Yeah, Kia, me and you both, I still have not mastered how to take multiple tickers at the same time. What I've learned as a trader, I am not good at taking multiple trades at the same time, unless it's 2. I'll take like an option trade and a futures trade, but anything more than that, it just gets too overcomplicated for me personally. So if you find that you struggle with it, I don't want to discourage you, but just check back on your journey so far as a trader. If you find yourself not necessarily still being good at it, then it's just not you, and that's okay, right? That's what I love about trading. It's unique to everybody. Everybody has a unique experience, and you can customize it how you like for the best. Even if you can't do two, that's perfectly fine. If you trade one, just trade one. That's perfectly fine. We're not here to catch every single move. We're just here to catch hard moves. Yeah, investment, you and I. That's what I figured out over time as me as a trader. The more I try to do while trading, the more in trouble I got. So I'm like, let me just simplify everything. 2 tickers maximum. Even though on the watch list, you'll see multiple tickers, that's just for everybody else. I only trade 2 things. Yeah, BT, that's pretty much the strat entry when it would break this 2 down, which threw me off, like how he entered in on 5961. So the true strat entry would have been the 2 down once this broke that low. Otherwise, gotcha. Yeah, I figured it was that because it'll do that and kind of hit you with the spread. Excuse me. Nonetheless, great trade. Beautiful stuff. Any other trades that you guys want to look at? If I don't get anything in the next 3 minutes, we'll call it an early session and enjoy our Friday. For those on YouTube, if you're just joining in, put your trades in the chat. It could be options, stocks, futures, Forex, crypto, doesn't matter. I'll review it. No judgment. We're all here to learn and get better. But yeah, Kia, definitely stick to 2 of them. I mean, 1 of them, not 2. Since clearly it doesn't work well for you, which is fine. While I wait for those trades, we will all sit here awkwardly in silence for the next minute and a half, 2 minutes. And if nothing by 45 minutes in, we'll wrap up and go about our Friday and enjoy our weekend and turn our brains off. Shout out CVS. It's actually a W on CVS's daily chart. Nice. Ooh, that 4-hour candle. I'm upset. I forgot to set my alert for this one. I was looking at it for a while. Weekly finally reversed to the upside, but we'll see. There's a quarterly broader information down here and a monthly one, I believe, that it's reversing off of. So we will see what we get. No more trades? Nothing else that you guys want to go over? You got 40 seconds. If I don't hear anything, we are going to wrap up. All right, doesn't look like there's any other trades. Before we fully wrap up, what was everybody's biggest takeaway from today's session? What did you learn? Great group. Thanks, BT. Yep, definitely continue to maximize the trades, Kia. And I better see a screenshot of a withdrawal from you. I don't care if it's $1. Andres, yes, I do options, futures, stocks, crypto, forex, basically everything. I mainly trade, however, options and futures. Most of my money comes from trading futures and then options secondary. Yeah, definitely, Kev. Learn to stay in the trade longer. Send me a screenshot, Kev, when we get off of here. I want to see exactly where you got stopped out. Of course. Thank you. Learning a lot. Hey, Islander. Glad to hear. How did your week go, if you took any trades? Doing paper trades, just starting? Sweet. Yeah, definitely just keep on paper trading as you're learning. Don't use real money because you don't want to lose a lot of money and get into trouble. I'll give you guys a quick story and then I'll end the session and we'll go enjoy our Fridays. Yeah, T, definitely stop hesitating. So I'll give you guys a quick story about somebody who messaged me the other day. I'll keep them anonymous because, reasons. Which is better, options or futures? In my opinion, if I were to start as a brand new trader, I would go down the futures route. My cousin who's in here, Mike Finesse, that you guys know him as his username, I started him out with futures. He's been doing a fantastic job, been taking his own trades 3 months in. He's doing great. Well, actually, he's actually in like 8 or 9 months, but he had to get off for a while because surgery. Other than that, 3 months in, he was doing fantastic, taking his own trades. So futures, definitely check. He better be doing good because he's my cousin. 100%. We speak basically almost every day, so I keep him in line. Yeah, Islander, if you can, go to, I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, in the educational center, go to the futures guide. I pretty much have a full breakdown of like introduction to futures and kind of all the material you need to start out. And then, of course, if you want some setups to kind of just make it a little easier for you to not overwhelm you, go to the playbook section. I have most of my setups in there. And then everything else that you'll find in there. So you can check that out. Of course. Cool. So the story, before we wrap up the party. So somebody messaged me the other day, and giving you context, or I guess pretext, I'm not against signal groups at all. I started off in a signals group and it made me a lot of money. However, the thing about signals groups or taking signals from other people or other people's trade ideas is that you still need to have your plan. And I'm going to tell you why. So this individual went from, I think he said 6,000 to about 16,500, something like that. Or maybe it was 8,000 to 1,600 in like 2 months for following signals, which is beautiful. However, This is where people get in trouble. He went from 1600 back down to 9500. Can anybody guess why that happened before I continue the story? He went from 6,000 to 16,500 and back down to 9,500. Did they stop sending signals? They continue sending the signals. So, Keb and T pretty much has it right. For those, let me actually move the chat so you people on YouTube can see the chat a little better. No stop loss and didn't have his own vision for the trade. He messaged me and he was like, "Hey, I'm down really bad on this position. What should I do?" My general philosophy is that if you have to ask somebody, you already know the answer. You just don't want to do it. He put in that trade, what was it? About $6,000 in that trade. $6,000 from 16.5K is, what's the math? Like 35% of the account in one trade. That is way too much of a position size to have in one trade, in my opinion. The maximum that I put in a trade that I'm comfortable with is 10% of my account. So not only did he over leverage, he on top of that, on over leveraging, like he had mentioned, over leveraged. So not only did he over leverage, he did not have his own plan and he did not have a stop loss. He was down 80% on that trade. Because the people who called out the signal never said to get out. They said, "Hey, keep on holding it. It's going to reverse," which it did today. Tesla went crazy today. But still, somebody else might be able to stomach a $5,000 loss. You may not be able to stomach a $5,000 loss. So you always need to manage your risk according to what works for you. I don't care if I take my mentor setups. I'm still going to have my own plan when I'm going to get out and when I'm going to get in and X, Y, and Z, right? So if you're going to take signals, always have a plan, your own plan, regardless of what they're saying, and size accordingly. Because what happens when you take signals, and I've seen it time and time and again, people make a lot of money. They're like, "Oh, if I'm using $2,000 and I'm making all this money on the positions, let me just use $5,000 so I can make even more." And then the trade that you put $5,000 in, that's the one that burns you. And now, not only do you have to get your account back, now he and others, and even myself, when that happened to me, now we need to get our account back and we need to work on our psychology because now we're traumatized by that big loss. From my biggest loss that happened in 2021, it took me 6 months to get over that trade. I was devastated psychologically. That thing messed me up because I didn't follow my risk management rules and my guidelines. So no matter who shouts out the signal, I don't care if it's me, a mentor, a signal person, and they have a 95% win rate, you always follow your setup and you always follow your own plan and you have an idea of what you're going to do. Don't just take their signals, as the holy grail, which there are great signal callers. I know a bunch of them and they're fantastic, but still always have your own process. And trust me, learning how to trade the technical part is easy. If you messed up on a trade, cool. Hey, this is actually where you're going to get in, where you're going to get out. That's easy. But when you get hit with that psychological hit, that's going to take a lot more work to work through. And you don't want to go down that path. Trust me. I've been there and it's a freaking nightmare to get out of. It took me a long time to get out of that loss mentally. So I'll leave it there. Thank you guys for coming out and giving me your trades to review. For those who are new here, every first and third Sunday, or every first and third Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern is when we have these classes. And then every second Sunday and every second Sunday is a Trader Circle, which is my free group coaching class. And then the Let's Learn series is every third Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, which I hold for all the groups that I support. So you guys, and it's on YouTube, so you guys can come and ask me more questions on whatever you want. Pretty much ask me anything, and we'll go over it. Cool. Enjoy your night, everybody. See you tomorrow for the Chart and Chill for those in my group and 100K's group. Oh, whoops. I preemptively left the chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Chart and Chill at 11 a.m. Have a good night.
Be good, bro.
Later. Oh, man, that was a good one. I'll see you guys later, YouTube folks. Thanks for coming out.